You would look more like her if I cut off your head.
Tonight on Ghost Tourist.
Hi, this is Scott.
And I'm Cindy.
And we're Ghost Tourists.
When we travel, we visit haunted locations.
So we can tell you if they're spooky or dooky.
We're standing outside the Davis Horton House, built in 1850. It's the oldest house in San Diego and reported to be haunted. One of the weirdest things is that they've seen the lights coming on and off, and this was before they even had electricity. When it was gas or coal lights that you had to use a match to light, they'd still turn on and off by themselves. And now even with electricity, they turn off and on. Every night before they set the alarm, they turn off all the lights in the house. And then when they come back in the morning, one of the lights is on, and you can see right now, the light in that window is on.
Like you can feel it from out here, like up in that room, like looking up in that room window.
One of the other things to say about this, there's a strange woman in Victorian clothes that can be seen by visitors. And there's a really narrow staircase right up the center. And there's a couple that stands at the top of the stairs. And I wish I could say that her head falls off and bumps down the stairs in a bloody heap. Maybe nobody said that.
But since it was closed, we decided to come back the next year.
And this time, we got tickets and made a reservation, and no one was there.
Bummer. So I decided to shoot what I could through the front window until...
Hello. Oh, do you work here? Oh, fantastic. We have tickets and couldn't find anybody here.
I just have to open back up. So I'll meet you right over the windows there.
Of course. She's back.
So I'm fairly new, so I haven't had like a ton of experiences, but from where I sit there, I can just kind of see like the tops of people's heads when they walk by this doorway.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I saw my coworker walk up here, like the top of her blonde hair, but I didn't hear her office door open. And then when I got up to investigate, I'm completely alone up here, so.
So you did see a head then?
I definitely saw like blonde hair. It really looked a lot like my coworker, but then she swore that she was downstairs the entire time. And let me know if you get any creepy photos.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
So the kitchen here is where most of the people that visit this place say the kids are. They also do get a lot of EVPs of a child named Jack who likes to play with toys in here. So a lot of the times when they come and do paranormal investigations, they'll bring toys in here. And if you leave them and you leave the room and then you come back, the toys have been moved by Jack.
Why are you gasping?
Because these clothes here have energy on them.
The ones on the wall or the...
Well, I can just feel it. I have, sometimes like my breath catches.
B-roll.
Jack, are you in here? I'm sorry I don't have any toys for you, but I do have a skirt. You can tug my skirt if you'd like to get my attention.
You know what we got? Jack.
Don't be disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm saying he didn't say anything, and the phrase means nothing.
I was feeling something on my head, like my hair was being...
So you're seeing if there's EMF near your hair?
Because if there was a ghost touching my head, then wouldn't there be energy?
Maybe.
Oh, this is the other side. Yeah, I remember coming in through here.
I don't think those are ghosts, Cindy. I think those are...
Well, we could use our EMF
I'm gonna see if they're...
to see if they are. Oh, how do I turn it on? That's really cute though.
Yeah.
Look at this. I'm kind of scared to go in there.
It's Harry Potter?
Oh yeah, it is Harry Potter's room. Let's see.
You can't even get the light bulb to register?
Maybe it's LED. But it still has electricity.
That's just a drawing.
They're moving. Look at this. Interesting. It's going all the way to red. But don't put the phone so close. See, it's still going to red. It's all right.
There's a light socket here, but I've noticed with the light sockets, you have to get really close for the phone to
Well,
read
it's
it
just
at
right
all.
here, because if you get closer,
It
so
goes
it stops,
away.
right? So it's like right here, so there's something here.
I haven't seen any other guests get it right here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where do they usually get? Well, don't tell us. Then we'll come back and ask you after.
Because honestly, it varies.
Uh-huh.
It varies day by day. And I also think it kind of depends on who you are. The children tend to be really active in the kitchen area when there's like mother figures around or other children in the house, right? So like, if you kind of think about like what spirits you might attract.
Right. This mirror.
Oh yeah, and I do recommend if you are hoping to get some ghostly photos, reflective surfaces are
Yeah.
really good. No
Okay.
mirrors.
So many of the people that come to visit this house say that this is the room that has the most spirits. And the paranormalists claim that one of the mirrors, this mirror right there, is connected to a vortex that allows spirits to come through. Okay, you can feel cold spots here.
I know where the cold spots may be coming from. This air conditioning.
Heavy feeling in your chest and seeing strange shadows. And catching the rocking chairs moving by themselves. Where are the rocking chairs? That one. And Dr. Thomas C. Stockton, the doctor that would come to see people in the hospital room, often rested after on the rocking chair he rocks. So he makes himself be known by rocking on the rocking chair. And so if it's rocking,
Don't come a
the
knocking.
It's the doctor. The portrait over the sofa is of Lady Coronado, and guests have said they feel her eyes following. I actually felt that her eyes were following me when we did it earlier today.
I could scare the other couple that's here by screaming.
No.
Take a look at all the orbs we got.
Or dust particles. I'll slow it down for you. You can see they're everywhere. Here are still frames of something streaking through the shot.
Yeah, just shooting across.
And then we get to this. What kind of a dust particle stops and goes back the other way?
None that I know of.
No. You would look more like her if I cut off your head.
Looks like somebody's playing something there. And there's not a person on the other chair.
Piano.
And it looks like they're playing the piano or something.
It does.
But we weren't done with the Davis Horton House, and the Davis Horton House wasn't done with us.
Bum, bum, bum. So on the spooky scale, the first floor of the Davis Horton House gets...
I would say 4 out of 5 ghosts.
You're very generous.
It was spooky! Oh, it was spooky once we got home and we saw all the orbs and stuff that we caught that we didn't know when we were there.
It was a very dusty place.
They were orbs. It wasn't dust.